place to avoid disaster.
Fantastic.
So I have 1.5 pounds of extra large shrimp here. We know that that's 21.25. That means 21 to 25 shrimp per pound.
Right.
I've already gone ahead and peeled and deveined most of these, but I left a few just to kind of walk us through that whole process.
Great.
So different ways to skin a cat and kind of peel it open.
From the leg end,
Yes.
the leg parts, yep.
Kind of like you would a lobster. And we're going to take the tails off and then devein these as well, because we've got that long tract along the back of the shrimp.
You actually see that more with farmed shrimp than you do with wild shrimp.
Really?
Yeah, that's part of the diet that they feed them.
We can also use our shrimp scissors instead, if you want, and go through the back of the shell and then peel it off that way.
When you're buying shrimp, be sure to buy frozen shrimp. Frozen shrimp are much better because they're frozen at sea. They actually feel fresher than the stuff that's already thawed at the supermarket.
I promised you that I would keep this shrimp safe and tender and juicy while we cook this. So the key to doing that is salting it. I have 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. Now obviously this is going to season the shrimp, but what it's really going to do is help the shrimp hold on to its moisture. So even when it cooks, it's going to stay nice and juicy. And this is only going to take about 15 minutes. I'm just going to cover these and I'll let them sit in the fridge while we wait.
Perfect.
Bridget, I also promised you big garlic flavor, right? So I have 6, count them, 6 cloves of garlic here, and olive oil, which sounds like a lot, but is almost as big a draw as the shrimp is.
100%.
Right?
It's not just a cooking medium. It's an ingredient in the dish itself.
Right. Medium low, very low heat. So I have some red pepper flakes here. If you want the full effect of this, see here that I've already 1/2 cup of chopped parsley. And first I'll slice through it. I think that looks like a good salted shrimp. 2 minutes on each side, about 4 minutes total. All right, Bridget, I think we are just about here.
I hope here is done.
Some fresh flavor.
My goodness. You know, I usually see this dish in the little ceramic crocks that come out to the table. I'm actually really excited. I mean, I use that cast iron skillet for everything. Never thought of it for this dish.
It's going to stay hotter longer if you keep it in this.
It shall. Big, bright, but deep burst of garlic flavor. It's still really bright though.
It's almost more along the